Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Happy Monday. Happy August the 14th. I hope you all are having a wonderful Monday. I hope you had a great weekend and that you have had a restful, peaceful weekend. So, if you are here, please say hello in the chat. I would love to chat with you. Good morning, Teresa. Good morning. If anyone else is here, please let me know. I love chatting with you guys. Teresa, how was your weekend? I know you went jeeping. So, how was your weekend? Unfortunately, I am not at my favorite spot. It is pouring down rain or has been pouring down rain outside, and all my outside furniture is completely soaked. So I thought I'll just put a garbage bag on it and just said, it's just soaked. So I'm in a different place this morning. So I hope you are all having a wonderful Monday. Teresa, oh good, you had a great Jeeping weekend. I love it. So if you're here, say hello. I did pull a card for everybody this morning just as a collective before I get started on my talk. And the front says, I let go of all expectations. Boy, did I need to hear that this morning. And the back says, I flow freely and lovingly with life. I love myself, and I know that only good awaits me at every turn. Isn't that great? I flow freely and lovingly with life. I love myself, and I know that only good awaits me at every turn. Good morning, Gina. So I hope that this resonates with you. Gina says, me too. Yeah, I needed to hear that. It's we go back to work this week, and so there's mixed emotions about that, and so I needed to hear the expectations. Needed to hear the expectations. So if you're on my email list, or if you have had a chance to look in the group, our Monday mantra, and I have it over here because it's a little bit longer than usual. It says, don't forget, while you're busy doubting yourself, someone else is admiring your strength. And I had to pause on that because sometimes we get marred down in our doubts, our fears, our anxiety, our stress, our to-do list, our coulda, woulda, shouldas, and quite frankly, expectations. And we feel like we're not doing enough, we're not enough, we need to do more, we could have done more, we should have done more, and we get just mudded and marred down in all of that, when in reality, more than likely, there is someone who is watching your journey, whatever journey that is, whether that's a job change, a relationship change, going through a health problem, dealing with, could be anything, a work issue, an elderly parent, anything. And when and people typically, especially if they're not your inner circle, people do not compliment you. I don't. If I don't know you very well, I'm probably not going to be like, hey, good job, because I don't know you and it feels weird. But I can watch somebody from afar and be like, wow, man, they handled that just beautifully. Do they need to hear that? Sure, they need to hear that. But do they hear it often enough? No. So put yourself in those shoes, right? You're going through something or have gone through something, and it might have been the most difficult thing you've ever been through. And more than likely, there's somebody on the outside watching you go through this and saying, wow, look how they handle that. That was impressive. And for whatever reason, they just didn't tell you, right? And if you do have people tell you, wow, what a gift. What a gift it is to say, man, you handled that with ease and grace. Congratulations. And so what I'd like for you to do this week is to think about the things that you've gone through and focus on the strengths, the the things that you got out of that situation. So maybe you did get out of a job that you hated, or a relationship that wasn't the best for you, or whatever the case may be. You've gone through that health scare. How did you grow? How did you strengthen? How did you get through to the other side? What were those attributes that showed your strength? Because you didn't get through it just by sitting and doing nothing. You had to do something, whether that's you stood your ground, you set your boundaries, you spoke your piece, you did what was best for you. You're proud of yourself. You're stronger for it. You're more confident for it. You gained new friends. You gained a new job. You gained a new relationship. Things are at peace. Things are calm. So think about those things that you've gone through, and maybe what someone from the outside would see, and sit with that. Sit with that on your drive home from work, or during meditation, or on your morning walk. That, man, I really did step up to the plate. I really did. I am very proud of myself for going above and beyond and finding a new job, or getting out of this relationship, or getting through this horrible health scare. Whatever it is, there's some inner core things that you have that I know you may not see, but if you sit and think about it, and maybe think about it in terms of, what would my best friend see? What would my best friend see? She knows this, he or she knows this situation. What would they say about that? Good morning, Jessica. What would they say about that? What would they think about me getting through this situation? And try to see it through their eyes. Maybe that would help a little bit. If you can't sit down and think about what you did and how you felt and the things that you gained by getting through a situation. Because I know other people are looking at the things that you are going through, or have gone through, or overcome, and they're like, man, she conquered that. It might have been hard. She battled. She it was difficult for her, but man, she's on the other side of that. That's awesome. And that takes a lot. So I want you to sit with that, and I want you to feel it, and I want you to encompass that, because that's what other people are seeing in you, and ultimately that is you. That is you. Your confidence, your gumption, your positivity, your go-get, your achievement, all of it, that's you. That is you at your core. You may not believe it, but that is you, or you wouldn't have made it, right? So how does that feel with everybody? How does that feeling this morning? Y'all type it in the chat. And like I said, the first thing this morning, the card was, I let go of all expectations. Expectations are so hard. The couldas, wouldas, shouldas, the regrets are hard. So let's try to let those go this week too. Let go of those this week as we conquer whatever we're going to go through. Okay. Thank you, Teresa. She says such a good message. I appreciate that. Any questions? I'm here for questions as well. So I want you to think about that this week. When you got some time just to sit and think, maybe you're gardening. I know a lot of you guys on here like to garden, and that's your sort of downtime and your think time and your creativity time and all that. Whenever you have some quiet time on your walk or whatever, think about the things that you've gone through and the attributes that you've gotten through going through that. It might have been where going through it, but you got through it. So what did you bring through that? Confidence. You're proud. You can stand a little taller. All that is you at your core. At your core, that is you. You did that. Did you have support? Maybe. Maybe not. But if you did, that's great. It's great to have support to get through stuff. But ultimately, you had to get up off your bum and do it. You did it. You did it. All right, ladies, if there's no questions, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. If you're not on my email list, make sure that you get on my email list. You can DM me if you're not. Also, don't forget, I do one-on-one sessions for women who are stuck or who don't feel I always say not blank enough, because I know there's always something else. Not thin enough, not happy enough, not smart enough, not whatever enough. If you don't feel enough, come talk to me. And my email, or not my email, my website is linked in the Facebook group, and I will be sending out emails as well with my website on it. And I'm just going to give you a little teaser, because there's going to be a big announcement next week. So I'm not even going to tell you what it's about, but it's going to be next week, and so I'm just telling you now. So if you're not on my email list gets it first. So email list, then group. So if you're not on there, get on there. Jessica said, Courtney said, appreciate that message. Jessica said, I love the email today. Thank you for everything. Thank you. You all have a wonderful Monday and a great week, and I will see y'all soon.